So welcome to Crack It Cold. We just went outside on the canal. Too bad it was raining, but we did crack the streets like we promised. We had some fun with it, and we asked some questions out there. So we're pretty excited with the content that we got. Well, for the most part, we are improving. We're happy. We're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean I don't know, dude. It's it'll come and go. I think we're just kind of getting started with that, cracking the streets. But it makes you realize that there are some really interesting people out there that have some really broad theories, like the guy that was talking about the. Do you want to go dive deeper into that? The guy that was talking about
flying pigs.
Flying pigs, yeah.
If you put some wings on a pig and you launch it off into space, is it really flying?
Well, so we got kicked out of Greenwood Mall.
Right, right.
Bluntly, we got kicked out of Greenwood Mall for trying to crack the mall.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're not trying to cause any trouble. We're just trying to have fun.
And
I mean, they were respectful.
Yeah, we were respectful.
I will give them that. Like we were respectful to them, and they were respectful to us.
Appreciate
But
it.
apparently, you can't
on any private
film
property.
on private property. Like, what kind of so stupid?
I mean, I think that's like free publicity. Anyone should want that done.
Right, like
in your place.
we're basically giving them, we're providing them with
It's exposure.
Views like your laundry's done. But yeah, I mean we're just
Emily
helping them out just as much as helping us.
So we took a minor break, and we kind of we're going into school. We really wanted to put some effort into this Crack the Streets content. So when I say take a break, I mean we took a break from posting. That does not mean that we weren't out doing stuff. We've worked very hard to schedule, times to go out. We went out today and the weather was bad. So, we're just rolling with the punches, and we want to continue to post throughout the semester and through school. But how are you guys feeling? What are you guys going to be up to coming up? What do you got going on?
I mean, once school starts, I'm gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna be working yet, but obviously gonna be working somewhere. And just trying to find a routine, I guess, because I feel like I'm one of those guys. I like having a routine, like waking up at the same day, do it wake up, start your morning, do this, do that, go to school. I think that's the best way to go about it. So I mean, once I get that figured out, then I feel like I'm ready to roll. But I mean, in the near future, I guess just school.
Yeah.
Just coming up, and
no more lifeguarding with the 60-year-old babes that are
with the moms, the caramel moms.
Take your shirts off.
Yeah, I'll be done with that soon. But I mean, there's still a lot to go around. It's gonna happen in the summer.
Good.
Concerts, birthdays, 21st birthdays. So
who's that be?
No free shout outs.
But
some very close people of ours, some friends. Some girlfriends.
First day of classes is going to be one for the books. August 23rd. And I'll tell you another thing about August 23rd. About 21 years ago, August 23rd, 2000, at Community in Anderson, there was a little boy by the name of William Joseph, and he was born into this world. And he was the most beautiful little boy
Pause. No.
that you could ever see, and he was loved by all, and he was never hated, and he was put on a pedestal, and
apparently not loved enough as well, I gotta say.
And today he's sitting on a couch with two guys.
Actually, there's only one.
There's one guy
You made me sit on the chair.
and a guy in a chair in front of the Big Mo, our beautiful TV. Yeah, by the way, we're doing this podcast from the living room. It's something a little different, and we just decided to go with it,
So how are you feeling about your 21st?
My
Are you
21st
excited?
birthday? Dude,
You know what you're going to do? Where you're going to be?
I got to be honest with you. My 21st birthday is one of the busiest days of the whole year.
I start in terms of school and
I
work
start
and
classes. I start my new internship. I turn 21.
And he's going to be hammered all
My
day.
brother's, well, no, that's my 20. That is the
The
day
time
of
you
my
wake up.
21st. So
My comment stands.
I'm not getting drunk the night before.
You have to.
I didn't say the night before. I said you're going to be hammered all day. That means you crack one at 8:30.
Yeah. So, internship orientation classes start at noon. Be grinding it out through the day, and then that evening, I'll probably go to the bars. My brothers are gonna be in town. My brother's getting married that week, so I'm gonna have a lot of family in town.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I'm the best man. Shout out Isaac and Emma. Woot woot. I'll be there,
Yeah.
giving a speech. So
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's a busy week,
it's a busy week.
but yeah, it'll be a fun week for sure.
Have you prepared for the speech at all? Like, you've been writing down, or are you just gonna let it flow?
No, I have. I'm gonna be prepared for it.
I'm about to say, do you guys think? I think about that like a lot, like what my best man
What they'll say,
speech would be. I feel like,
or what you would
yeah,
say,
like what I would say, like depending on like
who it was.
who it would be, and like how to approach it. I guess.
I don't-
And I feel like being your brother. You know, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's different than it would be like for one of us. But
Yeah,
have you like written down anything, or is it just
Yeah.
kind of like?
a little bit, but I will eventually write the whole thing, but
Okay.
and then kind of memorize it.
Yep.
But like as of right now, what I have done is written a little bit, and then I've made recordings. So like anytime that I have my brains going, I'll just pull out my phone and make a recording of the
Yeah.
speech. And right now, I got a little something going. You got to make laundry.
Done. Yeah.
You got to make the people laugh. You got to make the people cry. You got to make the people
Right.
smile. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Hey, isn't that Jimmy V? What do you say? If you can laugh, you can cry, and you can think. If you can do the three of those in one day, said that's a hell of a day. That was that Jimmy V at his
Jimmy
SB,
V, yeah.
at his SB speech.
Dude, that's like one of the best speeches of all. That speech is like,
That's awesome, man.
That's
I
awesome.
like that a lot. That's a good one.
I wanted to make sure I remember the third part. So I knew he said laugh and cry.
Jimmy V.
What are
I have to
you-
think?
What are you up to this school year? What are you gonna be up to?
Same old. Classes. Trying to find another job. I got one job right now, but trying to find a second one to help me financially. But
Right.
what?
Right?
Yeah. But no, man, I am so pissed that IPUI is saying that we have to wear masks. I can't
That's
believe
pretty ridiculous, considering. I mean, the CDC is the one who said, you should wear a mask indoors now because vaccination, you can still get COVID, and then IUPUI, obviously followed up. So you think that's
Yeah.
dumb, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I think we're at a point where, I might be wrong, but if you're not vaccinated, you're doing it intentionally. That's your choice. I'm not going to frown on anyone for not getting vaccinated. I had my own reservations about it, but when it comes down to it, like, that's your choice. My choice, I got vaccinated because I didn't want to wear a mask. So I shouldn't be punished because people are choosing not to, openly accepting that they won't have to do this stuff. I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason I was, to be honest, to get vaccinated was I didn't want to wear a mask every day to school. And now, like, it's to the point where they're making, no matter what you do, like if you're vaccinated or not. And I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but I think I read an article somewhere that said like New York is getting ready to make it like mandatory. Like, like even going to a restaurant, or like they're getting ready to do that, start that up again.
I got a tweet notification today for Indianapolis. So there's a 21 Pilots or Maroon 5. I think it's a Maroon 5 concert at Ruoff. You will have to show your vaccination card to get in, or a negative COVID test. You either have to show your vaccination card or a negative COVID test before you can enter to Ruoff. And Ruoff is an outdoor facility.
I think they're going to do that for all concerts too. I'm sure.
Every single one.
What's different between that one and all the rest of them? Like, is it just because Maroon 5 wants it done, or is it like
Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I
think
was
it's-
wondering.
man,
Is
I
it
don't
is
know.
it them that said it, or is it the state? Is it the facility? Like, and quite frankly, I think it must be situational because Ruoff hasn't said you have to do it for all their concerts.
Right.
It's just that one.
So it
right
must just
now.
be Maroon 5 then. Man, that's crazy. I cannot believe that. I've totally forgot about that. But yeah, I saw that New York, I'm pretty sure, is getting ready to start. I mean, because they're like a hot spot, obviously, when during lockdown, like COVID was really big
it's
there.
the most populated city in the U.S.
Right. I mean, there's millions of people in there in that city. So I mean, I don't know, man. I really hope it doesn't come back to a lockdown. I don't think the economy, can. Not to get too political, but I would hate to see that happen again.
Well,
yeah.
I think anybody would.
I mean, it's a virus. You can't eradicate it. They're trying to like make sure that cases are constantly going down. They're always going down, and they won't. I mean, you never see that. There's a reason there's a flu season. They like prepare for it. It's like deer season. It starts to roll in. Early October. Start, lassoing up your quiver, getting ready to go out there, get a big buck. It's the same thing. It's flu season. All right, we got to get ready. We know it's coming. And there's going to be spikes. There are going to be increases in cases. You can't help that. It's a virus. And as more people get vaccinated and more people start taking off their masks, it's going to spread.
Right. And I also believe that, COVID, intentional or not, I mean, it's becoming a political scheme. For people are using it for political reasons. And that's the truth. And I'm not saying it was created for that reason, but people are definitely using it politically. And if you look at right now, I mean, you brought up a good point about the economy. Those stimulus checks were not, I mean, that was a bad idea. I think personally, a lot of people that got them didn't really need them. And the people that did need them probably didn't spend them on the things that they should have.
Right. They probably went out and bought a new TV or
yeah. And what do you see
shoes
now? You see now there's not, McDonald's isn't even fully staffed. So what do? They raise their minimum wage. People are losing employees because that low class that got this sum of money realized, oh, I don't have to work anymore. You know what I mean? That's what they decided to do when they got the money.
Accept unemployment.
And so, and accept unemployment. And so the inflation is just skyrocketing. Those places like McDonald's have to raise their prices or raise their wage so more people will work there. And, once people get paid more, then what happens? People start raising their prices. Things are more expensive to buy and purchase. We, living in Indiana and Illinois and, this area, rural areas, we've never had to worry about those inflation prices. You look at
Illinois
places.
has.
Illinois, yeah.
But that's because of Chicago.
That's true.
Chicago's brutal.
But what I'm trying to say, though, is at least in Indiana, growing up the way we did, this is a lifestyle that I like. I like, and that is where I chose to live. I don't want this place to become a California.
I don't think anybody should.
Right? And so that's what's happened over there. California is the most socialist state. They want to become their own state. And so I truly think this COVID, intentional or not, is bringing us closer to that socialistic power, and I don't like it at all.
I've got a more important question. Do you think COVID was made?
Dude,
do you think the virus was made?
It very well could have been.
Not could have. Do you think it was? Because I think it was.
I don't want to say on record that it was.
I mean, it's just what you think.
Genuinely, I don't know. I probably not. I wouldn't put it out of the question, obviously, but I don't. At this moment, no. I don't think it was created. I mean,
I don't think that it was
I'm not going to rule out anything.
I'm not going to say that it was created and intentionally spread, but I absolutely think that because Wuhan, they have a whole disease lab. So I think that I think the story that I heard is that they tested on cows, and then the cows got ate and put in because they got cooked, they didn't get cooked all the way. So the virus ended up getting put in people. That's just one theory. That's not my theory. But I don't know. I think it absolutely was a fluke. It was in a lab. It was made by people.
And they have recently, revealed a lot of information about Dr. Fauci. And I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But if you go and research it and look it up for yourself, you could very well build a case that COVID was
some very suspect
intentional
stuff was going down,
and
that Fauci did not. Yeah, from what I don't know, man. It's crazy. This world is a crazy place. I think it's just gonna get. I mean, I don't see an end in sight. You know, with the new Delta
The new
variant and
variants.
stuff. Yeah, and it's just like, man,
No. It's like Loki.
It's a shame.
Too many variants. I don't know if you've seen it.
it's
You
like
guys
I've
seen
only
some,
watched one episode of Loki.
It's so
it was
Dude, I'm
good.
not a
I just
big
never got
fan.
around.
I'm not a big fan of Loki anyway.
Really?
Like even in the even
Like in the movies
in
and
the
stuff?
movies.
Now. I think we can all agree that Outer Banks 2 was a huge success.
They,
Big time.
I mean, they just guaranteed themselves at least like 3 more seasons. I mean, they took, because they were like sitting, right? Because I personally don't think that show was supposed to be as good as it ended up being first season.
I don't agree.
They weren't
Yeah, I
planning
agree.
on that.
I would like to know what the budget was for that.
I don't think
Like
it was
the
that
budget
high.
for the first season. I'm
Oh,
sure
for the
the
first season?
You can tell that the budget for the second season was a lot higher.
The only
It was.
issue, though,
The
is
animations
the
were
animations
terrible.
were so bad. The shark,
Or
the
alligator.
They, like, walked in and was like,
Oh.
the alligator,
was
the
really
boat
bad.
explosion, and there was one more when the cross falls.
when the cross like
Yeah.
falls
fell
into
on
the ocean.
Pope.
Yeah.
They-
Spoiler
or I
alert.
think it was
Anyway,
actually in
yeah,
the-
shoot.
spoiler.
we
It
got
was
we
in
got to
the-
cut that. We got to
Well,
cut
no.
that. I'm not gonna put spoilers
Spoiler.
in it.
What?
Yeah, we can't put spoilers.
We
in it.
didn't
I'm
spoil anything.
I think like if someone is
Yeah.
watching this and
Hey.
they hear OBX season 2, they're gonna be
Guys.
like, oh shit,
Guys,
I'll watch it
we
yet.
didn't really spoil much. I said a few scenes that had graphics in it, but
Yeah.
you don't know what it entails.
That's true.
Also, I will put a little like word spoiler alert. I'll add in a sound effect or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah,
That's
that's
not going
season
in there.
2. It was awesome.
That was
I
great.
enjoyed
I'm
every
so
single
excited
second
for
of
the
it.
future of it.
Yeah.
'Cause
And can I just say, for all those guys out there that realized how hot Maddie Klein is, I had a poster of her before season 2 began.
Willie's been A1
Um,
from day one.
So yeah, I have a poster of Maddie Klein. For those of you who don't know, that's Sarah Cameron. Yeah, she's smoking.
smoke show.
I have a brother and sister that live in South Carolina, Charleston, and I do believe she's in that area. So next time I'm in the area, Maddie, if you're listening, you know,
Shout out Maddie Klein.
Uh, you know, I know you're dating John B,
Chase Stokes.
but I can also be.
be.
I can become
that big
your
Willie.
guy, Willie B. All right, call me Willie
Willie
B,
B.
because I'm gonna be yours. You gonna
Willie be
mine.
yours.
Maddie Klein, Sarah Cameron.
Spit that
You
game.
have my heart. All right. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. John B. Chase, you're lucky man. I respect
You're
you.
good dude.
I respect you. I do think your girlfriend is hot, but I do respect you as a guy,
As a man.
as an actor, as a man.
He's an American Eagle model.
Yeah.
He looks kind of Hawaiian.
Honestly,
Is he Hawaiian? You know where he's from?
I'm not sure.
Question.
Yeah, he's got like the dark complexion. But anyway,
Pause.
hey, man, I'm a sucker for John B. Let me say.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Man.
I mean, Rafe is the character to watch though. Like as far that
He's so crazy.
I can't remember the actor's name, but
Drew something.
Drew
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
Starkey or Stokey. I don't know. No, he was
I
incredible.
think he
this
improved.
season.
Yeah, he definitely
Oh
improved.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, but that's awesome. We love Outer Banks. It's almost, it's like 7:57, and he's
Yeah, you
trying
guys
to
want to
leave.
wrap it up.
But one thing I did want to say before we go though is we don't think we ever talked about this. We were talking about how we cracked the streets, and there was this guy that Brendan interviewed outside, and he was just crazy. He's talking about like pigs and pizza and all that stuff. But
I'm not gonna call the guy crazy, but he was insightful.
he was smoking his cig,
Yeah.
drinking his coffee. He was just enjoying life.
Big guy. He had some big ideas. We'll say
Yeah.
that. We'll say he had an interesting way of looking at
Yeah.
life. And yeah.
Shout out
Shout out.
When-
What was his
when
name?
pigs
Evan?
fly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
Evan. Also
His-
known on Instagram as Ballsack666.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Was
so,
that it? It was something like
We're
that.
probably gonna cut that out.
Ballsack
I probably
666.
won't say that, but you know, Evan.
Evan.
No, I don't
Solid
think that
dude.
was it.
Nice guy.
Oh man. So
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah. You guys ready to wrap it up?
let's do
Yeah,
it,
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
guys. This was fun. We're in the living room. That's been Crack It Cold. Crack that zombie up.